Warm welcome to my first guest, Ronnie Leek. Good afternoon, Ronnie. How are you?
I'm fine, Ian. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. That's nice to see you today, and thank you for sparing the time to come into Salford City Radio.
Well, thanks for having me here.
And I know that you've got to get to Preston very quickly soon, haven't you? So we're getting a very quick interview tonight.
Rehearsals, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So you're from the Writer's Reign Theatre.
Writer's Reign Theatre, yeah.
I like the way, that's very clever, that, isn't it? Because you read it and you realise it's Writer's Reign, isn't it? Writer's Reign.
Good old Northern, Writer's Reign.
So you're in a play which is called My Fitbit Called Me, and we're going to say FB. It's actually fat and rhymes with the word witch, but we didn't feel we could actually say that actual word on the radio. No. So, would you like to tell us a bit about that, Ronnie?
It's technology, which of course is very topical, and I think more and more people are becoming aware of technology. It's on the television all the time. That Years and Years program, and it's everywhere. And of course, when I'd written this, probably the end of last year, I think it was, and then suddenly you think, oh my goodness, it's everywhere. But of course it would be, because it affects all of us. So anyway, I carried on with, regardless with this project, and just tweaked it in places to make a love story out of it as well.
Right.
But it just fascinates me how we almost humanise things like Siri and Alexa, and I've got a thing about inanimate objects. I've got a thing about relationships with inanimate objects. So I quite like the idea of bringing Siri to life and bringing Alexa to life.
Yeah.
and I'm also fascinated about, I've got a bit in the play, which is when somebody goes to a doctor because he's being ignored on social media. And the reason that's in is because I was ignored in a post on Facebook. I'd written this, what I thought was witty comment, and the person whose post it was I wrote on ignored it, but liked everybody around me. And I was telling my son about this, and I was getting angry about this person. And I thought, why am I getting angry?
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't even know this person. And that fascinated me even more.
Yeah, it is. This technology is a strange thing, isn't it? I mean, you look on Facebook and things like that, and you could be deluded into thinking everybody's having a fantastic time.
Well, we touch on that a bit in the play, yeah.
And even to go into supermarkets and say, right, I'm not going to a checkout, which is automated. I want to go and actually see a real person. Yeah. And
we have, you've got people, you'll go out somewhere, you'll see complete families sat with a mobile phone, not communicating, and that's only going to get worse. Something I noticed yesterday, there was something on Facebook. Somebody had shown some footage of a man climbing out of a wagon and helping a lady across the road. And it fascinates me this because that's just a random act of kindness, but it's soon elevated into some saintly act. And I just wonder where it's going to go, because they are things that your normal Joe Blogs would do. You'd help this person, but because it's broadcast and gets likes and shares and all of this, it suddenly becomes...
It goes viral, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes viral. But these are just ordinary things that we do. And I just wonder where technology is. And who's filming this anyway? Who's filming this person who's crossing the road?
Who knew he was going to do it?
Yeah, who's filming? What sort of life do they have? Because they're not doing something better, and they just want recognition by proxy, don't they? Because it's not even them doing the act.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to mention last year you did a play called Trollope. That won a few awards, didn't it?
Well, yeah, we did quite well there, surprisingly. We were very... I was surprised that I'd written it, obviously. I wasn't in that one, but we got Best Comedy Play at the Fringe, and we got Fringe Production of the Year at the Northern Soul Awards, which was fantastic. So that was a brilliant award, the Northern Soul one. There was a lot of really good stuff in there.
Yeah.
But I was genuinely surprised and shocked as also for the Comedy Play of the Year as well.
Yeah,
at the Fringe.
Wow, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's nice to enter the Fringe, but nice to win an award as well.
Yeah, but I didn't expect to. I mean, I asked my son to get a photograph of all the nominations because we were I didn't expect to win. So when we won it, it was just like, oh my goodness,
icing on the cake.
Yeah, real surprise.
So could you tell us when it's on?
It's on the 25th. The 26th and the 30th of July, and we've got a 7:30, a 7:30 and a 9:15 show at the King's Arms.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to go, I can recommend. I've got a mate of mine in it, Barney Harwood as well, who used to be a big children's television presenter. He did things like Prank Patrol, and he was Blue Peter presenter up until 2 years ago. He's our MD. He's playing some music while we're there as well, some backing music, so that's good. I've got 3 really decent, well, 3, I'm one of them, I didn't mean to say that. I've got 2 really decent actors, and me. Oh yeah, that's Freudian to that, wasn't it? Yeah. But it's great, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's hard work, as it would be. You know?
So there's a bit of time yet, you've got a few weeks to get it nice and polished up and everything.
And it all takes place in the cloud, Ian, the whole thing, and I'm the man that meets them in the cloud, almost like a cloud man.
Yeah.
It's the cloud with a capital I, which is the data storage farm that resides in the sky, where every song ever written, every photo ever taken, every thought ever thought, and every item ever bought. Yeah, it's all there.
I saw a funny cartoon the other day, and what you just reminded me of it then when you said it. It said, "Do you really think you'll get that in the cloud?" And there's this bloke there with a filing cabinet, and he's on a great big rubber band, and he's trying to fire this filing cabinet into the sky to store it in the cloud. You know,
and with that's another thing. You know, your iPhone, your iCloud storage is almost full by now, or risk losing all that you have and all that you are.
Yeah,
you know, because you put your stuff stored there.
Yes,
and if you don't buy it, where does it go?
Yeah, it's a world. I think sometimes it's a world that you feel sometimes very estranged from.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not the world. Obviously, you may be a similar age to me.
Well, I was just going to say you're younger than me. I was going to say similar. But you're younger than me.
We grew up in a different world, and suddenly all this technology's there, and it's oomph in it. You know, it's there and everything.
We grew up in a world with conkers.
Yes. And marbles. Yeah. And flying off the curb in your bike. And
staying out late.
And going playing football in the park.
Not being afraid. Yeah. Your mother leaves you to do what you like.
And so we'd give shout out, obviously, but Barney. Was there somebody else we want to
the other actors and our director. We've got Casey Christian, she's fab. She's ex-Italia Conti. She was in Corrie for a bit. John O'Neill. He's my actor. He has Up Ear Productions. He's got another thing going on at the minute, but I'm really sorry, John, I can't remember what it's called. And he's from Mount View Theatre School. He left. He's half decent as well, very decent. Barney Harwood, a lot of people will know him. He's great, lovely bloke. Pegeen Murphy is our director, and she's fab. She's a great writer as well. She's had extracts of her writing performed at the Royal Exchange and the Octagon in Bolton. She's really decent, and she knows what she's talking about, you know. Yeah. So until we get to blows between the two of us, because I've written it, and she's a writer and a director. So
Anyway, Ronnie, thank you very much for coming in tonight. And I know you've got to get off to Preston, so we'll just say it's my Fitbit, call me an FB. Yeah. And it's on again at the King's Arms, isn't it?
25th, 26th, and the 30th of July. And although it's probably not, I mean, Trollope was a comedy. This isn't so much of a comedy, but it's one of those, that's you, that is, people nudging their button, look at you, just like you, that is.
Never off your phone, those sort of things, what are the ticket prices?
£10.
£10, so is there a concession price as well?
You shouldn't have asked me that, because there isn't.
No, it's all right, not everybody has.
It's because I overlooked things. I look really intelligent, but I'm not. And I miss things like that, and I should have done.
Well, I know not every show has. Some do and some don't. Yeah.
I would have done. The thought was there.
Yeah, Ronnie, that's great, and I'm sure it'd be a great success. And I wish you all the best with the production of my Fitbit. Call me an FB.
Come along and have a look.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, and it's all about technology and how it's invading our lives.
But not boring. No, it's not in a boring way. It's a bit of fun as well.
Right. Well, Ronnie, thank you very much. I know you've got we must let you go because I know you've got to get off to Preston to do rehearsals for it. So we wish you all the best.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for that.
That's great.